Good evening. Me again. Survived the flight over Portsmouth. Today we're going to be having a little bit of a drive around Edinburgh via Forza. It's not a completely... it's not like a sim the same way that flight simulator was, so a lot of the streets don't really match up the way they do in real life. So they'll... For fuck's sake, that car. But I thought it might be nice to have a little kind of a tour thing and yeah, see what goes on. I mean, Jesus Christ, you look at the news today, fucking hell. Well, any day these days, everything's shit, everything's terrible. This is my life now, stuck behind a computer until I get back to work, and I'm going to do some fucking, I don't know, talking about things. That's what everybody is doing, isn't it? I should probably drive while talking. Multitask, come on. Look at that. In real life, I believe that is a statue of Adam Smith. Don't know who that guy on the horse is. We can talk about statues in Edinburgh. Then we might get into politics. I don't know, we'll see. I've got a big glass of red wine, so maybe that's a good idea. Speaking of politics, we're on the Royal Mile here. And if you see on the corner there on the right, in real life that's a pub. And that's the pub during Brexit that Nigel Farage got kind of booed out of and told to fuck off. So that's a little bit of history, local history for you. Yeah, coming up to Edinburgh Castle here. On the right you've got, plethora of souvenir shops and all that kind of thing. That church is just as is in real life. There's a few churches that haven't been reproduced in this game. Don't know why. You've got a nice whiskey experience place up here, and a place that has a load of cool swords and that. Public conveniences to your left. Here's the castle. If you're around here, around Hogmanay, you've got a load of bloody fences. What are they called? Seats. A big load of seats, and they march the soldiers around. I think that should be William Wallace. I'm not sure. Could be. Looking out over the hills and far away. No, that was England, wasn't it? Wrong song. Anyway, yeah. So the Laughing Red Colour. Yeah, that's not there in real life. That's a gift shop. So yeah, lived here for five or 6 years. Did a year or so in Glasgow as well. Got family. Got kind of half and half Scottish and English. On both sides apparently, but we didn't come here to hear about my genealogy. But this is the Royal Mile come down. If you were to go completely up, you would end up at I want to say Holyrood House. Is that correct? The Queen's residence in Scotland. But on the right you would have Scottish Parliament, which also has a name, and I've forgotten it. I'm blanking because I'm trying to fucking drive. I'd be a shit taxi driver. Actually, no, I'd be a really good taxi driver. Like, I'd be a really good barber. I'd just shut the fuck up and do my job. I don't want to fucking talk. I came here for a haircut in a taxi. The Royal Coin Museum, like the Mint, Royal Mint, that's on the right there. I remember having a date on the left there, had a horrible toothache. I was up on codeine. That relationship didn't last too long. Now, straight ahead of you, you've got the museums. There's the Portrait Museum, and if I remember rightly, it's the Contemporary Art Museum behind it. And no, sorry, because I had a girlfriend who worked at the Contemporary Art Museum. She was a curator or something, and that was where they had the Picasso and all that. But Picasso isn't really contemporary anymore, is it? So that's how old I am. Museum. I forget. There's so many art galleries and things. You just get confused. But it's this is Princess Street up here. So let's just show you that. The trams come through here. Trams come from the west. They go all the way up there to the airport, and to the right, to the west, they go up and through Leith, They were supposed to be going up as far as I think Granton and the oh, for fuck's sake, it's a nightmare. I can't drive in these circumstances. But yeah, trams. Everywhere has trams these days. They're coming back. They're de rigueur. They're in all the things. Anyway, up there you've got the Scott Monument. During Christmas you've got lovely Christmas market that's all the way up here. I don't know how that's going to be this year with COVID and that. Probably not. Jesus, when you thought terrorism was the worst thing that was going to happen to German markets, and then this happens. But yeah, that's the Scott Monument. Can't really show you that very well because I'm in a car, but imagine it. Very nice scene in that movie Cloud Atlas. If you're not like homophobic about seeing men kiss, it's a very touching scene, I found. Nah. Oh yeah, talking about films. This is, well, that's a shopping centre there, but directly behind it you've got the train station, and that's where the Avengers, well, some of the Avengers fought the children of Thanos in, I think, what was it called? Infinity War. I think Captain America was down here. Up here even. Very posh hotel to your right. And yeah, that there on the left with all the flags, that's the Apple store in real life. Ah, it got cold. So there on the right, some of the buildings have been changed. They look, I mean, that is like a glass and metal fucking monstrosity. It's where the Amazon customer services are. That's where I used to work for a bit. Didn't go on. Who fucking knew that? That's the King James Centre. Doesn't look like that in real life. It's like a kind of a, what would you call it, a brutalist kind of a shopping centre. Now down here on your right there's a nice pub, nice whiskey, met some nice Lithuanians in there. Bit further down, yeah, we're coming down towards, I believe it's called the Omni Centre. Now in real life on your left you would have the Roman Catholic Church, but they had that church up by the castle, but they haven't put the church in here. The Catholics ain't looking in, getting it in, get fuck, whatever. Yeah, this is the Omni Centre. Cinema was a thing where people used to sit very close to strangers and watch movies. Remember that? Like Netflix, but with cunts. And there are two really nice sculptures out here of giraffes, but not obviously in this recreation. Now in real life you would be coming down here and fucking people can't drive around here, can they? And it's round about here you've got a cool gay bar. Used to go there with my girlfriend and her ex-boyfriend, which was, sounds weird but it wasn't. And then you get about here, and to your left, I think around about where this is, that's Leith. Leith Walk begins around here. Leith is lovely. I might have to do a little flight simulator fly above Leith and show you all that. I used to live in Corstorphine and Granton, but spent a lot of time in Leith and around. Leith is the place where Ivan Walsh writes about, actually. It's where, you know, train spotting a lot are from. Sure, you go down there, it stops being recreated properly there, so we're just going to try and stay in the city. I haven't talked about politics or anything. How horrible and shit everything is. It's good, just deep breaths. Just be calm. Right, so we're coming back to, this is basically the old town. It's where we were, just coming up past the King James Centre, what it was called. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll swing into the old part of the city, past the train station. So we come down here. Oh, fucking drive up maniacs down here, don't they? Fucking hell. Yeah, I had a girlfriend who lived around here. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, turning curve. Fucking hell. So if we come... Jesus Christ. I'll pick the best car for this. Right, so now we're coming up into the old part. I think this is the Royal Mile, the end bit, which is by... What is Scottish Parliament called? I'm blanking on that. Fucking hell, I'm terrible. It's because I've had best part of a bottle of wine, and there you go. But if I remember rightly, yeah, this goes down to... what's it called? I can picture it. I can draw it. It's right there by the hills leading to Arthur's Seat. But they haven't recreated it here for some reason. They're a fucking pain in the ass. I don't know why they didn't do that. Because if you come down to here, basically the Queen's residence would be right here. And you'll have the demonstrations and all that around here. There was a demo between... I mean, this was like fucking 7 odd years ago, but it was back when demonstrations didn't involve people getting fucking the shit completely kicked out of them when police were there. It was the English Defence League and the Scottish Defence League. It was about, you know, immigrants coming over here, taking our jobs. Remember when that was all we had to worry about? Yeah. Yeah, we haven't seen the kind of demonstrations over here that America's seeing, and I hate to be so Western-centric. I know the rest of the world is a fucking burning trash dump at the moment as well, but I tend, I read Al Jazeera, and that's kind of the foreign news I get, and of course the European stuff, but anywho, kind of getting into Fringe territory here, Fringe Festival, that, God, that's another thing that isn't going to be happening, is it? Good old Fringe Festival. Festival at large. Jesus. But, Yep, if I remember rightly, yeah. This is, you got the Brewdog pub up here, or on the left around here somewhere. It's a nice place to hang out. There's, like, youth hostels and whatnot. And I've completely forgotten what this place is. This is a really shit tour, isn't it? I just got rear-ended by a twat. I bet he's in a Beamer. Who are you? Show yourself, coward. Okay, that's weird. Anyway, this is a very lovely part of the city, the old town. In reality, there is a curving road that goes up back to the main bit of the road. They have like Christmas shops at Christmas, and there's a very pretty stuff I can't really describe. That scene, going back to Avengers, that scene with Scarlet Witch and Vision, when there's that sign in the Scottish thing, it says, "We will deep fry your pizza." That was here, around here, in the place that they've gotten rid of because they couldn't be asked to put that nice little curvy road, which would have been cool. Anyway, you got a load of really old pubs here. Some of the oldest pubs, I believe, in, if not Scotland, then in Edinburgh. One of them is called The Last Drop. It's because they used to hang people around here. And it was called The Last Drop because they used to take him in, give him a pint before they, hung him. Hanged him, even. There's a wine bar up there. I went for a date with an English girl. Oh, she was well hung. No, hang on, that doesn't. I was well hung. Shit, whatever. Fuck off. Yeah, nice place to hang out. Nice place to do a pub crawl. Let me think. Yep. So there's a decent. I mean, that road goes back up. Oh yeah, that's what I can show you. If you look up, you'll see the castle. There's a good guitar shop to your left, in reality. Well, it used to be, well, a music shop and buy all sorts, but guitars, Malbec in it. There should be a staircase to your left there. So we're coming up to Princess Street again here, and another church that they've missed. Oh, and one thing as well, for the Polish people in the audience, Wojtek the bear, there is a statue to Wojtek here. He was the bear that hung out with the soldiers, and there's a whole, you can look it up, stories. World War One or World War Two bear. I'm really shit at this tour thing. My friend does guided tours. I think, and you think, I don't know. I'm not really the one for public. What's the word? Hang on, let me drink. Public performance, public speaking. Not really my bag. So why the fuck I'm doing this, I do not know. Because I'm bored and trying to stave off insanity. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, look up Wojtek the bear. There's a Polish society in Edinburgh. That's how I know it from. Lovely people, the Poles, all the Eastern Europeans. Most there are some arseholes, of course there are. But yeah, talking about churches, there should be a church here. Hang on, have I just given you completely wrong information? Where the fuck are we? Hang on, I think I might have come too far. Maybe Wojtek wasn't there. Hang on. Oh no, hang on. No, this is Princess Street. That's right. So that. Oh, I know what that is then. So that is that. Yeah, okay. There was an anti-abortion rally here once, and they had them on two different sides of the roads. Pro-life and pro-choice, and they were doing that. That was the thing that happened. But because this representation of Edinburgh isn't exact, they've changed it a bit. It does get a bit kind of, hang on, what's going on, confusing. So that should be the tram lines there. Yeah, so that's going up towards the station. What's it called? Oh god, I'm terrible. I forgot. New Haven? Belhaven? No. But in reality there's a church here. There you go. Guess they couldn't be asked to put it in. And one of the last HMV music stores was about there as well. And I just got rear-ended by something again. And if you go up here in real life, you'll end up at you got Murrayfield Rugby Stadium. Anybody who likes rugby will know Murrayfield. A bit further up, you got Storthin and the zoo, Edinburgh Zoo, where you got Chungwan and Youngwan. I butchered those names. The pandas. What else to show you in this very not Edinburgh kind of Haymarket? Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah, this should be a station. This isn't a meadow. Those should be, well, those are railway lines there, but it looks different. It's not as sunken in real life. There's the castle. So coming along here, bum bum bum. So we done down there. If we come up here, I deliberately didn't drive a fast car because we could stop and do the sights. Oh yeah, hang on. So this is the park where they have Edinburgh Book Festival. I think this is the one. No, it isn't. That's bullshit. Told you the wrong information. Go back. Fuck. Back onto Princess Street. I think it's this one. Makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. So this is the park here. Fucking, what's it called? Another man and a horse. Is it a man? Is it a woman? It's probably a man. When's the last time you saw a statue of a woman and a horse? Boudica, probably, but you know. I mean, there should be more fucking horses of Boudica. More people should know who she is. Was, even. So, yeah, this is the road up from Princess Street. Some posh shops up here and that. Don't you fucking run into me. Very nice couple of bars, restaurants and whatnot. There's a big statue up here. They were talking, they were doing all the destroy the statues or take them down. There was one up here that was the guy on that plinth. He's a bit dodgy. I can't remember why. He's probably a slave owner. Can't remember. Deck chairs. There you go. Now, the bus station is actually here, but not represented. So about there, you're going to the bus station. You've got a really nice park just here, but it's actually only for residents around. It's a massive park, but it's like one day of the year where the fucking plebeians are allowed to go for a wander. So I went there with a girlfriend once. We had like a picnic and a couple of ciders. It's very pleasant. The Stand Comedy Club is around here-ish. A lawyer once took me home to a place around here, very posh, very well-to-do. I wasn't fitting in. Dum dum. Back at the Omni Centre. Let's have a little drive down. I think Leith isn't represented, so I can't do Leith, and I can't really do any of the environs because it's just not represented. I mean, this road seems familiar, but it isn't actually. I can't quite place it. I feel like I'm getting out to, but there's, I don't know. I mean, like the last one, I could start going into personal stories and that, anecdotes and that, but I don't know. And if anybody really wants to hear that, it's not the kind of thing I'm doing on a fucking YouTube channel with, 40 people. I don't think everyone... shit, crash. I don't know. What am I doing with my life? Should I do Let's Plays? I don't know. Should I just do tours of places? I thought of, like, in real life, putting a camera on the dog. But people around here, where I live, they're going to look at you weird if you're going around with a camera pointing at you. You know, would you, like, it's like, when you tell someone you're reading a book, what makes you think you're better? Why do you think you should write a book? What have you got to say? Like, what does anybody have to say? Just fucking try. Don't be that bus shelter. Oh yeah, this is a lovely view in real life. You've got the observatory up here, actually. That's really nice. It's a really lovely place to take a lady for a date. Nice picnic. A couple of bottles of wine and a bit of light fingering. It's what everybody loves during the summertime. Scott Monument ahead. Let's go to our seat. If I can manage in this car. I know, what we really need is to be able to see a little bit more of the car, don't we? Oh shit, why didn't I do it like that before? That's much better. Well, I'm not fucking re-recording it now. Right. Oh. Right, hang on. Where are we? This is... No, if we go down the next one... No, let's do this one. Shit, fuck off taxi. If you do this one... Now I should be able to get into the fields. There we go. Oh, this is different. That shouldn't be there. Can I go? Yeah, there we go. Right, now we're getting into the really lovely bit. As I say, you got the Scottish Parliament around here. Half the seat up there. There are actually ways... Shit, turning circle. There are ways to get up there. Probably not in this car though. Half a seat cross country. What's that? I might be able to go this way then. Oh, there we go. Might be able to get to Arthur's Seat here. Arthur's Seat itself is an extinct volcano. It's like one of those places that everyone has to go to if they go to Edinburgh. It was name dropped in Trainspotting, of course. Oh yeah, they got that. That's it's so nice. They got like an old housey bit. There's an old turrety fucking castle-y bit as well. I mean, if you got a stonking hangover, you don't want to, but it's the best thing for it, just to climb up this thing. I mean, it's not the biggest mountain you'll ever see or climb up, but, you know, it's right in the city and the views are just beautiful. And I think I'm going to have to come off the road a bit. See if we can do it. I want to sing the song now. Ah, come on. Oh, Rodney, you plonker. What the fuck? Where it all comes from is a mystery. It's like the changes of the seasons. And, no, how's it go? It's like the changing of the seasons and the tides of the sea. And he's the only one driving me berserk. Why do only fools and horses work? La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Come on, you fucker. It's not happening, is it? We're not getting up there. We're not getting up there. Fucked it. You plonker. Try and get some speed up. But yeah, I think that was pretty much my little tour of what Forza Horizon has to... Oh, Jesus. What Forza Horizon has to offer of Edinburgh. I mean, lovely city. Go visit it sometime. Well, not anytime soon, because you probably got the plague and you'll kill children and everyone's grandma. Jesus, what a fucking life we're living in, eh? 2020. Don't know. But I guess I'll do some more of these. I mean, it keeps me out of trouble, gives me something to do, keeps my brain occupied. It's not like it's the only thing I'm doing, but fucking hell. Maybe it's more a cry for help than a real YouTube channel. I don't know. Ah, come on. I mean, this is probably healthier than alcohol reviews, isn't it? I mean, I can't do that every day. Oh, look, I found a new bottle of rum I've never heard of. Now I'm going to drink it and review it on the internet. I mean, that has... Jesus Christ. Ah, and he's dead. No, he's not dead. Yeah, those rum reviews, they were the most popular thing that I've done. On YouTube, I mean. Jesus Christ, imagine that. But it's not something you want to do for a lot. I did think of like doing maybe a cooking show, but I've got terrible fingernails. It's like you'd be like, oh, that food looks delicious, but I don't want to eat it because it looks like a fucking... someone with leprosy made it. And you could do something with animals, but fucking everyone's got a dog channel. And if I'm a single guy with a dog channel, I'm probably never going to get laid or married or anything ever again. Well, not married, I've never been married. Just putting that out there. Just putting that out there. No kids either. Form an orderly queue, ladies. But I mean, what else is there to do on the YouTube? Talk about the art of authorship, the art of writing. Nobody wants to hear about that. Yeah, start recording some of my old songs. That's also something nobody wants to hear about. Just shooting the shit, maybe that's the thing. Because you can do, you can call your friends on the Skype and Messenger and whatever and WhatsApp. There are other VoIP companies available. Sometimes it's good to just drink a bottle. Let's be honest now, it's 2 bottles. And just talk crap and see if anything happens. I don't know. What a shit year. And yeah, wouldn't say I'm stranded in the best place for it either, but it could be worse. Could be a damn sight worse. There's a hell of a lot of people far worse off than I. I mean, I've got my van, I've got a pony in my pocket. I can't remember the rest of the lines. Honestly, can't remember that song. How does it go? If you think I'm being babbling, if you're not actually watching what's happening, it's because I'm driving the Trotters Independent Trading Freewheeler from Only Fools and Horses, and that's what that song was that I sang earlier, in case you thought I'd had some kind of an epileptic fit. Because you put a pony in the pocket, but a suitcase from your van, because you don't ask questions, and brother, I'm your man. Cause where it all comes from is a mystery. It's like the changing of the seasons and the tides of the sea. But it's the only one driving me berserk. Why do only fools and horses work? Yeah, I'm trying not to fucking wake the neighbours. I know I'm not the next Adele. But there's what happens in the end credits. There's another song, isn't there? Dun 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 dun. Can't remember. Everyone's probably switched off my house, so I could just saying horrible things about everything. Do I have anything else to say? Not really. When you wake up in the morning, you look at the newspaper. Maybe I will do some political things. Because this isn't the best medium to be talking about important political ideals or ideas or discussions or whatever. It would kind of belittle them and, start talking about the seriousness of things that are happening in the world while I'm driving a battered Trotters Independent Trading van around a simulated Edinburgh. Well, sorry, southern Scotland. I don't know. I think we'll call it a day from that. You've seen, Jesus Christ. You've seen that nice bit of Edinburgh. I mean, it's like, there are a lot of anecdotes, stories and that I could say about Edinburgh and that, but I don't know. It's like, does anyone really want to... It's like, and then you'd be talking about people. And it's the same about the Portsmouth thing as well. It's best just to say, this is the site, this is a building, this is what happened there. I don't know. Maybe I should have another glass of wine. Well, not a glass, a drink. I'm getting rather dry in the mouth. Maybe this isn't over. Maybe it's only just begun. This is, for anybody that gives a fuck, an Argentinian Malbec. You got to buy Argentinian where you can, as a recompense for what Thatcher did to them. That was a joke. Is it okay to joke anymore? I don't know. I've turned into a real old cunt lately. You know, like the grizzly, embittered old elderly man. Get off my lawn, you little cunts, kind of thing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's a bit of humour there. It's like a burnt old bike on the dog park, and I reported it to the council. Said, "Hey, you better come get this." Like somebody had stolen it and burnt it out. That's fine. That's what kids do. That's just the thing. And then nobody came to get it. And I saw it again. It had been dragged a bit, set fire to it a bit more, and I was like, "Okay, and I didn't call the police. I just fucking sent them a message on Twitter. Said, hey guys, do you think you can come get this? I tried telling the council, but you know, might as well tell the dog. Bit of humour in there, bit of light-heartedness. Didn't get a response. Went back there a couple of days later, and then they slapped a sticker on it, and it was just a little bit of sticky tape saying "Police notice." It's like, wow, okay, what is that? What the fuck does that do? It's like, do you find a body and just like, oh, let's just fucking put a cordon around it? I mean, I know it's not a body, but you know what I mean. Maybe it's dangerous, maybe it's not. I don't know. I mean, well, that's what I mean. I don't know. You get old. Maybe I'm being socially conscious. Maybe I'm just thinking that people should make more of an effort to not live in a fucking pigsty. I mean, we all did horrible shit when we were kids, didn't we? You've all like broken windows and vandalised and stolen, and you know, but the real antisocial stuff is when it starts actually affecting people, you know, like randomly punching strangers or throwing stuff, and I got 100 stories to tell you about that in fucking Portsmouth. But yeah, the police, going back to that story, they were quite cool about it. I said, could you come do this? And they were like, oh, could you, if you report it to the council and they'll come do it? And I was like, well, I'd already told you that I'd done that, Columbo. If you look back 2 fucking tweets. And I said, if you're gonna fucking make me do your job, can I get a badge? And I'm not going to say the next bit because it would incriminate me, but yeah, and they responded, why don't you come and fight crime with us, Chris? And I was like, okay, well, this is cool. We're all having fun on social media now. But then again, sometimes if it was Greater Manchester Police or that, they'd have a go at me for, I don't know. You can say some really dodgy stuff and, well, hang on. You can say some really innocent stuff and it'd be taken as really dodgy. Like, remember that guy who said he was waiting for a plane in Robin Hood Airport, and he said, oh, I could blow this place up, and he got in a world of trouble for that because he posted it on Twitter. So, I don't know, I mean, I'm not breaching the line by saying that, telling a cop on Twitter, let's be honest, it's not a cop, it's one of their underlings, just saying, I'll only come and fight crime with you if I can wear my Batman pajamas. That's not hate speech, but, you know, at what point, you know, I know we're not allowed to talk about free speech anymore without being compared to the fucking outright, but we don't actually have freedom of speech here. Not really. But I don't know. I still think it's nice to be able to, I don't know, talk to a cop, or at least somebody in a position of authority like that, and them to just have a laugh back with you. I think that's important. I think, you know, it's like the cool teacher kind of thing, you know, or the cool boss. It's like there has to be a hierarchy in life. You have to have a boss. There has to be somebody in charge. The other way lies anarchy, and we can't have that. But that doesn't mean that the person in charge has to be a complete arsehole about it. And so a little bit of joking, you know, humour the pleb. So yeah, good job, Gosport Police. Well, not for picking up the fucking bike, but for, you know, not having a go. I don't know where we are now. We're somewhere in the lowlands. This is basically when I moved down from Scotland. I drove fucking, I don't know what it was. I think it was about 13 or 14 hours, but that's how you just zone out. Of course people here are driven. But yeah, you can just kind of zone out. Especially when you get into the south, very late at night where I was. It's like Tron. It's just pitch black and just lights. And the painkillers and the caffeine, they all mix up together. Never had a speeding ticket. Fuck knows why or how. But quite calming actually. Oops. But yeah, I think I've probably babbled enough now. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with this channel. As I say, it's not healthy to be doing the wine tasting or feasible. I suppose if somebody was to like send me a bottle, yeah, of course. But that's not going to happen, is it? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So instead, I don't know what the next game that I'll do will be. Maybe just one where I'm walking. Maybe I'll do the Fallout. That Fallout 76 that everybody said was terrible. Because that's the thing, driving at high speed, it's hard to kind of concentrate. Especially flying as well, and you're trying to like pick out landmarks and say things. I think maybe there'll be might get some more better stream of consciousness stuff coming out of if I'm just wandering in the wasteland. Who knows? None of it matters anyway. We'll all be dead by Christmas. I hope not. Look at that. That's pretty, isn't it? But anyway, it's been lovely to talk to you. If you stay here listening this long, then God bless you and all who's sailing you. Stay safe. You know, play for the course. You know, don't fucking be a dick to people, and you know, love one another, and I don't know, unless they're cunts. But even if they are cunts, don't throw bricks at them or shoot them. Who knows? Just, I don't know. Let's try and keep enough of us alive to get into space. Well, to get further into space. Because the way we're at it, the human race will kill each other, and all that will be left is Elon Musk and a pig with a fucking microchip in its head going to Mars. Do you want that? I fucking don't. Anyway, good night.